everybody's trying to become immortal in their life, you know what I'm saying? But there's only one that can be immortal, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta be original with that EA, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be original with that. I'm at Summer Games Fest, and there's someone I'm about to embrace right now. I've been playing this game for probably a half an hour. And when I review games, I talk about story, graphics, gameplay, fun factor, creativity, music, and everything. I played this game, and the story so far, graphics, gameplay, fun factor, creativity is immaculate. So without further ado, I gotta bring you to that dude that I'm about to speak to. But we gotta present them with the championship belt, you know what I'm saying? We gotta do this right, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, you gotta bring it in, baby. Let's go, baby. What's up, son? You gotta hold the belt for a second, son. You gotta hold the belt.
All right, here we go.
We about to sit down and have a real talk. So stay tuned. Give me a second, because this is about to be epic. I honestly don't even want to talk. I'm gonna tell you why. Because even though I'm about to do this epic interview, I just want to play the game. Like, I'm just keeping it a buck with you, son. This game is crazy. I got to ask y'all so many questions. But the first thing is, you can literally tell that this was a labor of love. The passion is there. The quality is there. I know. So first question is, how do you feel about the team that you was able to work with? The privilege to be able to work with such a team that's making you look like you are the best in the industry right now after playing that game. How you feel, man? Talk to him.
I am so proud of our team. I want to shout out to everyone at Ascendant. We've been working on this for 5 years, and you're right, it's a passion project. I started the company 5 years ago with the intent of making something new, something original, something awesome, and we hired the best goddamn team, and I'm so happy that we're here, and we're almost done with it, and it's going to come out soon. So,
yo, I could tell from playing it, dog. I can tell. So shout out to the team. We love y'all, man. This is amazing. So my next question is, you know, you got some famous characters in this game, man. Like, this is crazy. So what was it like, you know, learning from them and them learning from y'all to make this come together so well? Because the voice acting, the music, everything comes together dynamically in an amazing way. Talk to them, bro.
We have a great cast. Gina Torres is
Woo!
in the game. She's awesome. Darren Barnett. They were great to work with. Just such a great cast. I'm not going to list all of them, but huge cast. I did a lot of I did the directing myself, so I worked really closely with them, and they were fantastic, super professional. They brought these characters to life. I think we have some of the best characters in video games. Can't wait for everyone to see the story, to see the characters. I'm very proud of it.
Now, with a game, like already just playing a little bit and feeling that story and the energy, the name of the game, like, is Immortals. Wait, well, I know there's a tagline here. Of Avium, yeah, right? Yeah. Immortals of Avium. So to name a game Immortals, you can't just throw that name out there like that, bro. So what led you to feeling comfortable and confident to name this game Immortals, but living up to that standard in the development?
I wanted to swing big and create something super ambitious. It's a huge game. As our first game that we've ever made, it's really big. It's amazing. It's an epic game, and you know, the Immortals, they are like the best of the best wizards in this world. They're called the Magni, and they're almost like the Navy SEALs, or, you know, I consider them the Avengers. They're like almost superheroes of the wizards. And so the story is all about them. It's about the character you played, Jack, as he's, you know, trying to become an immortal, and then eventually he makes it, and everything that follows. So yeah, and then Avium is the world, and we're introducing this great world that we've created. Done a lot of work on the world building, and I think you saw it's pretty. Yes. It's pretty awesome.
Yo, I got so many questions for you. So now another thing is the world is exciting, and the world is alive, and even when you're fighting the enemies, they they want to kill you. Like you get the sense that they like, boom, like their energy towards you, they don't like you. They're not just there for you to kill. They there for you to watch out for as well. So from the combat design as well, the color scheme. Tell us a little bit how the color scheme works. Is it a situation where if I'm red and I'm shooting off kind of like shotgun type of rounds, does that work against certain enemies? Because of, like, talk to me about the color scheme of the combat.
Yeah, so you control 3 types of magic, 3 colors, blue, red, and green. Each one has its own personality.
Yes.
Each one has certain things about it that are good against certain enemies. A lot of the game is about comboing your spells together. You want to have, when you use your lash spell to pull someone in close, use your red spell to blast them and do high damage at close range. You want to use your vortex spell, which you haven't seen yet, that pulls them all in together, your shatter spell to blow them all up. You're constantly thinking of ways to synergize your spells together, to mix them up, and that's a huge part of the game. You get better and better at that, and you get more and more spells, and it gets really exciting. And it's like a 20, 25-hour game minimum. So there is a lot of spells and things to learn.
Now, you talked about the AVM world, right? Is there other worlds that we don't know about right now that we will explore in this game? Or is this game designed to be a franchise and we can look forward to more Immortals?
I really hope this game is a franchise. I love the world we've created. We've told one story, and there's many more stories we could tell. You may actually visit other worlds even in this game, so it's not just Avium. But the world's beautiful. It's complicated. It's interesting. There's a lot of different types of characters and creatures, and I think there's a lot more to explore even beyond this game.
Got you. So, bunch more questions to go, but it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop this year, right? Okay. So if there's a hip hop artist that you can make immortal, what artist? This is an important question, you know what I'm saying? So, first of all, shout out to my man Snowbike Mike that just walked in the building. Let's go, baby. So look, I'm gonna tell you right now, what artist would you make immortal for your game, bro? Talk to me.
We already know he's immortal. It's got to be Snoop, right?
Oh, Big Snoop.
Come on.
Yo, son. Now look, on my belt, you see 50th anniversary of hip hop right here. So I got to ask you, man, Big Snoop Dogg, if Snoop's people said, hey, man, we really love this game, what would it take to put Snoop in it? Like if Snoop wants to be in it, I know you getting in Immortals too. Like that's like by default. But considering the superpowers, off the top of your head, what would Snoop have as a wizard? This is fire.
I mean, oh shit, I don't know.
Yo, I love what we do, man. I love what we do. Me personally, I think it'll be a superpower where he light up, and it'll be a big, because you got green.
We got green.
You got green.
That's right, it'll be green.
And I think it'll be dope if like there was a big like weed bubble that comes out and then all the enemies get high. Like, word up. I think that'd be crazy.
I think you got our expansion pack right now, man. This sounds awesome. I like that.
That would be crazy. So now, another thing I want to talk about, and this is a deeper meaning in terms of the concept of Immortals. There's a legacy that I truly believe is going to be left here with this game. A lot of people that play this game is going to love it. I really believe it. For real. I had a ball. Like, there was no frame rate hitches, no like it was really amazing game. So for you personally, when you're working on these games, when somebody is sitting at home playing it, they don't know who you are, never met you or nothing, but they're playing your work. How do you want to be immortal in a lot of kids' lives growing up as they continue to play these games and play your work?
That's a great question. So, for myself growing up, video games were very important. They, they were an escape for me. They were a way to explore other worlds, to be able to, I don't know, just be free of our world and go into something else. And that's why I make games. It's very important to me that you create something that people can escape into, something they can enjoy, a great story that they lose themselves in. So I just want people to love it, to play it, to have a great experience, and to really feel something at the end of the day. I think our story is fantastic. I think it's moving, and the world's great. So I just hope that they take away from this, something meaningful and just a really, really fun experience.
God bless you, man. Now, the tech. I got to talk to you about the tech. So one thing that I felt that was very impressive is the transition. It's like it goes right into gameplay from cinematics, like back and forth. I love that. I don't like anything that ruins pacing. So that just goes right into it. That's one. And two, graphically, this looks real. It look real. Like when you see the character real, bro. So what did y'all build this on? What did y'all figure out? And where do we go from here now that y'all got what y'all got now?
Okay, so we built this on Unreal 5. So it's some of the latest technology, really great engine, super powerful. And we're a new team, and for AAA games we're actually kind of a small team, and it allowed us to really be competitive and to create something as beautiful as you're seeing.
Wow.
And I agree about the pacing. I used to work on Call of Duty. I did Call of Duty for 9 years. I was a creative director at Call of Duty, and pacing's everything.
Yes.
It has to be smooth. The gameplay has to be fluid. You have to go in and out of cinematics really easily. So that was important to me, and I made sure that was all going to be part of the experience, because I want you immersed. I want it to be a seamless, constant journey.
Thank you.
Yeah. Super important.
Because for me, it's one of those situations where it could be a second, but that second could change the narrative of me. You know what? I'll get back to this game later. I'll tell it later. Or I'm just locked in. I can't put the controller down. Yeah. And that's what I felt immediately out the gate. I didn't want to put the controller down. So that was great. Now, I saw one of the boss battles. That dragon is huge. It's crazy. But I also saw a trailer of that 400-foot situation, like where you're battling or some stuff. So can you talk a little bit more about the gameplay design in terms of the verticality? One of my favorite games is Bulletstorm.
Yeah.
And I love the lash and stuff like that. So my question to you is, developing this combat is one thing, but developing the combat alongside the environment and the world you're in is another. How was y'all able to scale this to make you feel that great regardless of what experience you're having in the moment on the level?
Well, getting back to the team, we've got amazing designers. We've got amazing combat designers and engineers. So they just, they really figured out how to make the combat work well in these spaces. Our level design, it was really important that you're going to these incredible places, like you saw the colossal level where you're on top of a 400-foot magical mech, basically.
Yeah.
It's just trying to think through, how is the experience going to be different, how we're going to switch it up, what are we going to make that's going to blow people away in the next door, the next corner. Yeah, it's just fun. Like that, the level design and the combat design, to me, is the most fun part of making the game. So I really enjoyed that part of it, and that's what the game's all about, is these incredible experiences.
Got you. So now, do you see any type of multiplayer opportunities in this world, or are you going to stick with single player? And listen, I'm telling you right now, whatever way you go, I'm great regardless. But the reason why I asked that is because the fluidity of the game, I can literally see this working in a multiplayer environment. What's your thoughts? Can we all get immortal? Word up.
There's a tagline right there. I love that.
Can we all get immortal? That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, I like that. So we actually, when we were developing the game, we prototyped some multiplayer, and it was awesome. It was really good. We decided that, I want to make sure the campaign's awesome, the single player's awesome. I wanted to focus, so we really focused on this. But you can tell when you play it. Like, it feels like you want to play with your buddies. You want to see what it's like to have, other abilities and other characters and all that. So, all I'll say right now is anything's possible.
Okay. Ooh, I love interviewing him. Like, this is great. So I got a few more questions. We'll wrap it up. What's your favorite superhero division, Marvel or DC?
I'm Marvel, tried and true. I was when I was a kid, when I used to read the comic books. I love what the Marvel Cinematic Universe has done. In fact, You may notice, or you'll find out when you play the game, we actually kind of style the game after like a Marvel kind of movie. The way the writing is, the tone is. I'm a huge fan of those movies and a fan of those comics. So I love some DC. I love Batman. I love Superman, but it's Marvel.
Marvel. Now, I think you know why I asked this question. I think you know. So this leading me to this, right? And it's almost over. But the reason why I wanted to ask the Marvel DC question is because I can see if you have the right license, the right deal.
I wonder which one that would
I
be.
can see a Marvel character joining this world. I don't think that's a strange question to ask. I don't think it's a strange question to ask. But since I asked the question, who would you want in this world that's a Marvel character?
Who could it possibly be? Who's like an amazing wizard, a battle wizard? Who, jumps through realities and different dimensions? I don't know. It is strange that you'd ask that. I don't know. Maybe some kind of doctor.
I don't know. I think.
Are we talking about-
Are we talking about the same person?
Talking about Dr.
Listen,
Strange?
I'm going to tell you right now. Now, you got to hold the belt for this one. If Dr. Strange joins the world of Immortals with the way this game is developed, I don't know the budget that y'all took to make this game. But what I will tell you is this. Get ready to make a lot of money on this project, bro. Because I can clearly see Dr. Strange in this game. So, I'll take the belt back.
Okay.
But if Dr. Strange was in this game right now, though, what would you do with that character in this world, the powers and everything? How would that be immortal with Dr. Strange in it?
I'm a huge Doctor Strange fan. I love those movies. I used to read the comic book back in the day. We already got the Lash, we got the Shield, we got some stuff that's it would be perfect for Strange in this. But like with all of his stories, he'd have to save the universe. So and universes. So that'd be a fun story to write.
That would be crazy. For the last question, man, and I like to ask a lot of people this as well. But what was a moment in your life where you felt like you was at your lowest and things couldn't get any worse, but you managed to find strength in that moment that allowed you to be legendary today, and we're playing your game right now? Talk to us, bro, please.
That's a great question. So I will be real with you. I had a moment, when I was younger, in my 20s, I was going through a bad time. I was, a lot of bad things had happened in a row. I was at a low point, and I remember I lived in a very small apartment, and I was playing Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil. This is how old I am, and like I said earlier, to be able to escape for a while, the week or two it took me to play that game, to kind of forget about my problems, it helped me. And I actually think beyond entertainment, beyond making something fun and exciting, being able to let people escape from their problems for a bit, it can actually help. And it got me through a hard time. I'm sure games have gotten a lot of people through hard times. So for me, it was really, when you asked that question, it was really that moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
God bless you. I want you to know something, man. Me personally, this is not a question, it's a statement. I'm humbled, honored, and thankful to be here. My grandmother is right here. This is my grandmother.
Okay.
She's the one who taught me how to play video games, right? My grandma's a hardcore gamer. So all of this right here, I know it's games, fun, and stuff like that, but for me personally, it means way more. This is every single person here, every experience I get, there's sentimental value attached. The reason why I asked you that question, and the reason why I always ask that question, is because people seem to forget why we do what we do and why we're here.
Right.
And playing this game, knowing what you went through to get this to us, we love you and we thank you for it. Don't ever stop. And if there's ever another moment where you need to escape, I want you to be able to look back at this interview, other interviews, other moments, to know that you're loved by the community that employs you as well.
Thank you, man.
Got you, bro.
Thank you so
Always,
much,
bro.
man.
Bring it in, man. Bring it in, man.
you.
Yo, I gotta get a
Appreciate
picture
that.
with my brother. Gotta get a picture.